All right. So what's up, YouTube? You saw the title, 3 ways to find any potential social media marketing agency clients contact information in 2019. So I'm really going to give you, three of my best ways. If you can't find somebody's contact information through any of these three tools, they aren't a good fit. It's like they're hiding. Maybe they don't even really have a real business. I don't know what the case may be, but if you try to find them from these three tools and you can't, move on. They're not a good fit. So to jump right into it, Hunter.io, Chrome extension, Instagram, and Facebook is how you can find any email address, or with Hunter, sometimes phone numbers too, of how to get in contact with anybody. So let me show you where to get Hunter.io. So you want to go to Google, and again, it's Hunter.io, and there's a Chrome extension that you want to get. Excuse me. My computer's running super slow. But Rich, your computer might run faster if you close out some of those browsers. Anyway, so again, it's free. What it does is, and here it is up here, is anytime you're on any site, you literally just click it, and then email addresses, and a lot of times with titles, will pop up. And so let's give it a quick test run and see what I can find. So you'll jump right in. I've already got it downloaded, so I don't need to go through that process. It's a pretty quick download, and you'll go to Google to do your prospecting. For me, again, I like to do personal injury auto attorneys. So let's say I search that in Google, and then go to Maps. The thing about Maps is you can also get an email address from here sometimes, but sometimes it might be like the info ones, and you don't want to use those because, I mean, if you have to, use it if you know a name, but you really want to hit a personal email. That way you can customize it in the subject line with a name, or at least in the body of the email using their actual name, because it's going to be much more effective. So let's check this out. Popham Law. I am running super slow today. It might be this website. Okay, so lots of faces here. Okay, website's pretty busy. Let's see about us to see who we even need to reach out to here. So if I was doing prospecting now, I'm basically showing you guys exactly how I would go about reaching to a particular person. So this firm has a team of guys, and you can find pictures of them, and it looks like they all specialize in different areas. So I want this guy. So I want personal injury law. So Derek Vanderveer is who I'm looking for. So I'll hit my extension. Boom. His email's here. Bam. I've copied it. I can go straight email, reach straight out, directly out to Derek with a custom email about his firm and with his name, and then hopefully have some response that way. Another one is through Facebook. So we go to Facebook, again, prospecting, and I'll just click, the first thing that comes up. This is an association, but you'd be doing the same thing. Actually, that's not going to work, the way their page is laid out. Let me go back. People or pages. So we'll click this one, and what you want to do is go to About once you're on their page. And what the heck is going on with my internet? Terrible timing. And from here, you can get email. Sometimes it'll be customized, sometimes it won't. This one is just a Gmail account, which is probably the one that they use the most. So you can click that. But a lot of times, if you just do a couple more seconds of digging around, even if you have like an info email to reach out to or something like this that's just kind of generic, the guy's name is Mark, right? I can see it right here just by taking 10 more seconds and looking at the About section. Mark T. Freely graduated from blah, 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 1989. So obviously in the subject line, in the body of the email, I'm mentioning North Shore Injury, and I'm mentioning, Mark T. Freely. So although I don't have that custom email, I have enough information to where when I reach out to him, I can still have it be a really authentic and custom email specifically for him. And the same thing for Instagram. So I'll jump over to my phone right now. Actually, that's not working, so I won't. I'm not even going to go that deep into it. So with Instagram, guys, I mean, you basically go to their profile, and you probably already know this, but you go straight to their profile, and you'll see email. You click it, you got their info. A lot of people like to reach out via Instagram DM and Facebook DM as well. I don't necessarily find a need to do that. A lot of times you get a slower response, or you'll get a response from somebody who is not going to pass along that message. You know, they're overwhelmed with trying to figure out what to post and when to post it. They already don't like posting because it's not a part of their main job, and they might already be getting bombarded in that same type of inbox. So I personally don't do it. I know people have had success with it. Give it a shot. By all means, try all channels until you find exactly what works for you. But yeah, Facebook and Instagram DMs do work out for a lot of people. But again, Facebook's through the About section, you can find that email. Hunter.io is the #1 tool that I use to find that email. It doesn't work on every site, and when it doesn't work, then I go to Facebook and Instagram and try to find those. And a lot of times, again, the Facebook and Instagram profiles and About sections, they'll have info type emails. But again, if you're going after particular niches where you can go to the website and just look who the main dentist is, who the main injury attorney is, or whatever your niche is, you can still, you know, write a custom email out specifically for that person. But it's that type of digging around that you can't do when you try to pull mass email lists and then you just kind of blast them, which again, do both. Like, spend some time, you know, using any of the lead generating softwares, and I'll make another video about what I used to pull a mass amount of emails real fast and try to run a campaign that way. But then also take some time to prospect some quality leads, because everybody's not a good fit for you, right? So you hear a lot of times guys saying, yo, I'm sending, you know, a couple hundred emails out a day, my open rate is this high, and so on and so forth. But it's like the percentage of the 300 emails that you just sent today, like, there's a very small percentage who is your actual client. So all you're doing is wasting a ton of time with a lot of emails and a lot of responses and a lot of back and forth, with 98% of those aren't a good fit for you. Like, finding clients is not an issue. I promise. Once you know what to do, it's so easy to find somebody who's a client. Finding the right client takes a little bit more time. And so you don't want to just reach out to so many people every single day for something like this. Like, here's the example, like the headache that you will get from having a person who is the wrong client will have you wanting to pull out your hair. Like, take the extra time, try to find somebody quality to work with, somebody that you vibe with, somebody that understands what you're trying to do, that isn't a cheapskate, you know, that you just get along with. Like, some of those things, you just kind of have to fill them out in that first interaction, that first face-to-face meeting, and that first phone call. But I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. I'm in the position now to where I'm firing clients, or I'm letting certain contracts expire because certain people aren't a good fit. You know what I mean? You get a bad client, they're constantly calling you, they're constantly texting you, they're constantly working over your shoulder, and all of a sudden, man, it's like that retainer is like not worth it. Like, they're driving you crazy, and they're actually preventing you from moving your business forward. So anyways, to kind of conclude that rant, here are my 3 ways. Let me know what works for you guys. Or any other ways that you found that I maybe haven't discussed, and let's connect. So I also wrote step-by-step instructions for finding clients in case you want a copy of what I just did. I'll put a link, simple Google Doc. And then let's connect on socials. Rich McCoy on Instagram, Rich McCoy Entrepreneur on Facebook, and Rich2Code on Snapchat. So I hope you got value from this. I'll post more on tips and tricks that I use, and let's connect, man. Let me know what works. Until next time.